This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Tonight, it's our first Monday night game of the new season, and we've got a good one coming up, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from Houston. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. In motion right, that's Dell. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Stroud on third down now. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Stroud. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. That is caught by Dell. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. back to the ground. Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
2nd and 10. As Stroud now to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Throwing now is Stroud. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, it's only the first quarter, but that's a quick shift of momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception. And then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. Fights through and now a crease. There he goes left side. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. James Cook, 72 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Throwing Jones. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. It's caught inside the 25. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 55 yards.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Jones. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Texans' 19-yard line.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
Right there, hurt.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. 7-7, our score after 1. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
This 2nd and 4. Now Stroud. That's complete to Dell. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Stroud looking to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. Oh, good move. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And with that run, he's already at 100 yards here before halftime. So if he sees the same kind of action in the second half, he could be on his way to a career game.
2nd and 6. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
In motion right, that's Hardman. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Mecole Hardman, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have moved out in front. Butker now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here we go.
From the 33, here's 2nd and a yard.
Check mash, check mash.
Off play action. Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8.
Hey, check that. Street. Check, Panther.
Cook up the gut. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Back to throw. Jones. That is caught. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. Gets through, and now an opening. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
19 Lions. Panther streak. Panther streak.
Off the play fake. Jones. Touchdown! T. Higgins. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
18-yard line.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They run the counter with Cook. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Stroud working out of the gun. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Here we go.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Stroud to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Looking to throw. Stroud. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here we go. Shot.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Cougar 19.
Operating from the gun. Stroud. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Texans 14.
Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
On 2nd down, Cook. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 57 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game. And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
2nd down and 4. Here's Cook again. A nice little juke. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Handoff comes to Cook, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to air one out. And it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Texans are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here. As they fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety.
That's exactly what they were aiming for defensively. A huge early play that cuts off any opposing momentum at the knees. As soon as that snap was made, they were flying to the ball and through the line. Great call from the coaching staff and even better execution.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Fielded just inside the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Jones on 1st and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Alert! Alert!
Again, this is Cook. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
18, Pioneer!
Back to throw. Jones. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line.
And nursing such a smart lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the second straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 115 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4. Looking to throw. Stroud. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Cook following the penalty. Evades him at the 20. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Caught left side. Here's Dell. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Stroud firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Cook. Touchdown, Houston. Able to punch it in on 3rd down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make. Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it. Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1. And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd down and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Hey, check that. Ready?
They run it again with Cook. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. James Cook with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Texans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run may be his best yet.
I've got to agree with you on that one. We're looking at a guy running with extreme confidence, running in harmony and sync with his blockers, all of them kind of moving as one, and look at the end result. Big plays.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
60 Bobcats.
On 2nd and very short, Jones under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins. Here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A big play, 3rd and 2. This crowd dying for a stop. Operating from the gun, Jones. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Ready? Smash. Check smash.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 108 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. Jones. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault.
Okay,
some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Again, it's Cook. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They pitch it out to Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Ready.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And there, even if you've got to take something off that throw so that he slows down to catch it, that's far more preferable than what happened there. A big miss on what should have been a touchdown.
Buffalo 18.
To throw again on second down. Jones. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds inbounds inside the 25-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. Fourth down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Mustang 19.
Back to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They saw the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
This likely a must-have. Third and goal.
Go check, go check. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Cook. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now.
Let's go, let's.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on fourth and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. To Inigo Stroud, and that is going to be all she wrote.
Let's go now.
Well, partner, that'll do it. These week 1 primetime games, they all